Hello and welcome, crochet friends, to Beanie-Tastic number 18. Now, there was no Beanie-Tastic for April, as 2026, in my opinion, has continued to behave rather bizarrely. Now, there's no need for me to waste energy on categorizing the ongoing chaos around us. Just know that our power, electricity, and water supply, which affects things like being connected with Wi-Fi, challenges throughout the Western Cape and the Eastern Cape are serious and ongoing. But I'm choosing to put that behind a different door so that we can have some joy with Beanie-Tastic adventures. Welcome to G Crochet Off the Hook. I'm G Geraldine, and today it's Beanie-Tastic Adventures Off the Hook. Right, let's kick off with some Bodhatapalooza adventures. And this is taking part with Lara from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, just joining in with her as she has Bodhatapalooza adventures, continuing to crochet Bagoday's beanies, and that's with tutorials from the lovely Crystal. And the first that I have not yet shared is this beautiful baby sun bonnet. Now I used, let's get that information going. I used Elite Yarns Cotton Touch. This is 45% cotton, 55% acrylic. There's 160 meters in a 50 gram. I used the color pink. There's only a number on here. And it is a very fine yarn, as you will see with another project that I made with it. So for this particular one, to have some structure, and it still comes out lovely and soft, I did double strand. And excuse me as I just double check, I used a 5mm crochet hook. This is the beautiful little bonnet. There's also an option to crochet this cute little accessory, which is a flower and a leaf. And for that, I did use some of my Saprotex Owl Pure Gold with two little yarn ends that I had in a white and a green. Love this baby bonnet, I really do. And for the strap, which you just crochet on, you can add a little button on the inside or on the outside. I did choose the inside so that you can hook it on to stay in place for baby. And this was the Bunny Sun bonnet. Our next Bodhatapalooza off the hook is this wonderful bandana. I loved making this bandana, and I'll most likely keep this in my stash for donations for the summer months and not send it through with some that I have for winter. And this was also used a 5mm crochet hook, and again this Elite Cotton Touch yarn. And I can show you how it does say on here that it's a fine 2-weight yarn, but for the bandana and using the 5mm crochet hook, it has given a wonderful soft drape, which is what you want on a bandana. You don't want it to be too heavy, and you can just make your straps at the back as long or short as you need. And this is the beautiful pattern that we had. So this is our second Bodhatapalooza make off the hook that I hadn't been able to share yet. I do absolutely love this pattern. It works up really fast. We started right at the bottom over here. The sides are basically repeats as you go, and then you have your little pattern repeats. They grow and grow as you make the bandana. And then another little beanie from Bodhatapalooza is the ribbed stripe beanie. A lovely, straightforward little beanie, but making it with stripes. Starting from the top and ending with your ribbing at the bottom. I just made a little homemade pom-pom on the top. And for this one, I used a 5.5mm crochet hook and some yarn ends, both of them coming from Kismet's 67 blankets, and I used the colorway silver and cherry red. Now for this one, you can cut your color change at the end of each round. I did not. I did carry it. Let's just turn this inside out. I did carry this on the inside. It doesn't look so bad. They each sort of hide each other because it's just one row at a time and then you're changing. And if we follow, so that's where that is, and if you turn it around, you can see it didn't leave any jogs at all. So this is another one that will go into my baby beanie stash, and that's the ribbed striped beanie from Bodhatapalooza. Then during the course of, this would have been towards the end of March and April, I did also eventually get round to making one of those hexagon jester beanies. And it was much simpler to make up than I thought, because I'd been seeing it all over Instagram, but I hadn't really looked into a tutorial of some sort. And all it is, though, is you start off in the center with your 6 granny clusters and you complete a hexagon. Fold it so that you have these 2 points facing up like that. Join each side. Once it's joined, you can put your choice of ribbing on the bottom. Now for this particular one, I used a 5mm crochet hook and some yarn ends that I had. It was the Saprotex Owls chick yarn. And I did 9, so this is sort of a child size one. I did do 9 rows, ending on the 9th one down there. And then once you'd sandwiched it together, you can sew or stitch the sides up with your choice of stitch. I did choose to crochet it together, and all I did was I used the middle stitches of each stitch from each side, and I slip stitched, and that actually left a very nice flat seam. I don't mind the crocheting it together either. It leaves a lovely ridge too, but I wanted something flat, and that's what it gave me. And if I turn it inside out, we can have a look. If I fold over that, you can see what it looks like joined on the inside. There's that little, so you could actually turn this inside out like the wrong way around and sort of have that effect on the outside, or if you do it with the 2 pieces facing you, then you'd sort of get that effect. And for the ribbing, it was I just started with a standard base of double crochet, and then I did 2 rows of ribbing, which is front post double crochet, back post double crochet. Some handmade pom-poms on the end, and that was also with some yarn ends. And for this one, I did add on one of the little elephant appliques that I made, which there is a tutorial for the applique, as well as to make a little elephant buddy where you make 2 pieces and sew or crochet the 2 pieces together. Or you could make a little mobile ring, or just the flat piece like I have here, and embellish your blanket or your beanie or whatever else you want to have a little elephant on. So that was our hexagon beanie, the Jester, with the elephant applique. And then amidst all the chaos that we are experiencing, on my feed popped up this absolutely gorgeous beanie tutorial, and that is from Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, and it's her beanie that she has named the Meeting Place Beanie. Now for this one, I used a 6mm hook with Narco Vega tweed, of which I have none left, which is why Spring does show you that you can carry your color that you're making your crosses in with you and your yarn the whole time through your project. But I knew that I wasn't going to have enough of it. So for this particular beanie, it's your standard creating your top section to 60 stitches and then just sitting back and have Spring take you through creating the crosses. And for the crosses, I did use Sugar Plum with Kismet's Knitspiration. And I chose to divide the bit that I had left up into 3 little bobbins. So I didn't carry my yarn. I just carried over the crosses as I needed, but I think it looks neat enough. This will be a beanie that will also go onto the donation basket. And of course, and many of you may know because I've used this edging quite a few times now, is this lovely way that Spring has of doing what would be perhaps a reverse stitch, but just doing it as you crochet normally in the round. So that is the Meeting Place Beanie. And to end off and to give you a little update, my continuing to make newborn baby sets of beanies. I did get 3 beanies and 3 pairs of socks, booties. I did change it up a little bit, and that was using Kismet Soft and Gentle double knit. This is 150 meters in a 50 gram. I'm still using the 4.5mm hook for my sizing. This colorway was apple. And my favorite pattern for this year with newborn baby beanies is the pattern for the V-Stitch newborn beanie. That is, I've shared it a few times now. It's still a winner in my books. Is given to us by Olga Petolva. And I did complete another, my favorite, pair of all-in-one baby socks from Crochet by Nora. I just love these socks, I really do. And it makes such a beautiful set. But as I was crocheting, there was another video that popped up, and that was for Crochet Booties, also with Crochet by Nora. So for the other 2 beanies, I made these little crochet cuffed booties. And I love them just as much. So I changed it up a little bit to have the socks and the cuffed booties. And from that 50 gram with a 4.5mm crochet hook, these are being crocheted for charity. So I am trying to maximize quantities of what I'm able to send out. And that is why I was keeping tally of what each yarn ball is able to produce. So from that one we had, we did get another 3 sets. And then also with the Lullabies double knitting. This is Saprotex L yarns, and this time the colorway Turtle Back. It's 100 gram with 300 meters. I'm still using the 4.5 millimeter crochet hook for all these projects. I was able to get 3 beanies, 3 little footwears, and if you were with me the last time, I used one of these skeins of yarn. Initially, when I sought to choose the yarn that I would use to make for this particular charity, I was getting 4 beanies and 3 pairs of footwear. And the last set that I did, which was with the colorway Shipwrecked, that beautiful blue and white, I was only able to just get 3 beanies and 3 pairs of footwear. And there was absolutely nothing left over. So for this one, I was surprised again. We don't quite have the same result as that very first one, but I did manage to get the 3 V-stitch beanies and a half. And I then just ended it off with some beautiful soft white I'll check yarn so that I do have the 4 beanies from this particular skein, although it was a little bit short. And again, I just can't get over how cute these are, and I can't wait to get them out so that little bubbas can stay warm. So again, this one I made my favorite pair of socks. It's all in one, guys. You start it, you end it, you sew it up, and you have a beautiful set of socks. Because we're doing the cuffed booty as well, one of them did also get a cuffed booty. And this one. And then I saw another booty. So I just made one of those as well. And this is pretty much the same as the cuffed booty, except you don't make the cuff. You sort of do a ribbed stitch on the top here. So we've shaken up the pattern way just a little bit. They are all still going to thoroughly enjoy from back to front here. So with the ribbing, with the booty and the cuff, and our socks. So we did get 3 sets out of that and a beanie. So shortly I will be tallying up everything that I've had since, I think it was November or December last year, that I've been trying to make these sets, but it is time to get them out. So very shortly we'll do a tally of those so that I can get them out for some of the other donations that are going to the babies' charities. And that's it. Isn't that Beanie-tastic? I'd love to know if you've got any beanies on your hooks. Make sure to check out Bagoday with all her wisdom and many, many beanie patterns, and also play around with some hexagons. And perhaps you could also make a couple of jester beanies, or have a look at our crochet designers that are giving us free tutorials on YouTube for these beautiful booties and beanie headsets. And hopefully I'll see you all again shortly. Whatever it is that you're doing, stay safe, take care, and enjoy the joy of being able to crochet.